Greetings YouTube, Simon here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're continuing on with our Final Fantasy IX series, and this footage has been taken from my recent live stream of the game, and the video comes courtesy of Red Mario 13 and Arky36, who gave me the idea to make this video in the first place. And what we're going to be doing is very simple. I'm going to be showing you how you can find Alleyway Jack. Now, Alleyway Jack is a fundamental player to the card game Tetra Master, and that's because he gives us the tutorial for the card game itself, and we can also play him if we want to win cards, though he is quite challenging, especially early on when you've probably not got a good collection yourself, so you might not want to do so, but he's still important, of course, if you're interested in Tetra Master to actually unlock, and you can miss him, sadly. Okay, so what you want to do is, first of all, make sure you're controlling Vivi. This all occurs at the start of the game, and you're going to be in Alexandria, and you're going to show the Ticket Master your ticket to the show, and he will tell you to speak to Alleyway Jack. Now, he's not a simple NPC you can walk up and find. Instead, what we're going to have to do, once we've gone ahead and spoken to the Ticket Master, is make our way over here to the west, okay? And we're going to have a bit of a scene involving a little rat kid. Now, we're going to find out more about who this little rat kid is later on, but for the purposes of this video, we just need to know he's a little rat kid. And what's going to happen is he's going to ask us to spy for him. He's going to ask us to basically be his slave, which we're going to agree to, of course, and then he's going to give us our first assignment. Now, this is important, okay? We need to do this specifically as I instruct you, because if we screw this up, we could end up proceeding on with the game and losing the ability to access Alleyway Jack, along with the fact that we'll lose some gil because he steals it from us. By the way, I believe it is possible if you leave the area to try this again, but once you've proceeded on with the adventure, then you will miss the opportunity altogether. Okay, so when that kid asks if it's all clear, we're going to tell him that it is. We're going to go through a little bit more dialogue then, and what we're going to do is keep an eye on the situation for him, and this is where we need to be very, very clever with our timing. We're going to see this NPC come onto the screen, and the moment we get an exclamation above Vivi's head, we're going to select the confirm button. As you could see just then, it happened for just the briefest of moments. If we miss that opportunity, Alleyway Jack is actually going to steal gil from us and then run off down the screen, and we'll miss the opportunity, as I say, to actually speak to him. Now, when we do speak to him, we're going to get a bit of dialogue, and he's going to instruct us to follow him. The game automatically moves us over to the tavern, and then we can actually go ahead and head through the tutorial for Tetra Master, which is the game's card game. Now, this is obviously hot on the heels of Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII. That was a very successful card game, a very successful mini game, and so Square decided to follow that up with Tetra Master, which many would say is an inferior card game. I would humbly agree with them, though this does also have its fans, and maybe you're one of them, but the thing that really differentiates between Tetra Master and Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII is that Tetra Master is effectively pointless in many ways. Final Fantasy VIII had a ton of rewards associated with that minigame. Tetra Master is really a very self-contained experience, with one notable exception, and that is the fact that there is a trophy, or in fact two trophies, tied to Tetra Master if you're playing on PS4, Steam, Xbox, etc. But if you're playing the original version of Final Fantasy IX, then that won't be a consideration, I would imagine. But there we have it then, guys. That's Alleyway Jack. That's how we can gain access to him. He will now just chill out in the tavern, and we can battle him when we so choose. I don't recommend, as I say, doing so immediately. He's not a bad player, and with the current collection of cards you undoubtedly have, it's probably going to be quite the challenge. But I'll leave that to you guys to figure out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to drop a like. Do check out the live streams if you're able. We do have a good laugh over there, especially now we've got a good community built up. We usually have about 50 to 60 people watching concurrently on those live streams, so it's not a ghost town by any stretch of the imagination. We have some good times, and if you can make it, wonderful. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.